Hello, Red. All good? Who? You are? Q. Greetings. Get the cause, then you know what to do. When you won't know the cause, try to find in you. Strict talks, what can you do? I am sorry, Kayla. Wall. Hi. When it's in need, what can I help myself? Because that's in the finds. What's the need? What one must help themselves with? One must eat, sleep, work, try. Yeah. I'll continue to see, to learn more results to talk. Listen, thoughts at the very particular points. Never calm. Always calm. You portray a kind presentation and you get away with what you want. Politeness always works. What have you not understood? Politeness. 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 That's just an auto inside of you. Hope all's got out there. That's not an intense multi-pass. Hope you're well wherever you are. That was a man. No, it was a sir. There was hair. No, there was a P. There was a foundation. Foundation. Mascara. Makeup. Well, that seems like finally a good result. After all the madness, after all the conclusions, after all the theory, finally, result. Yes, but the result will taint what the primary result was. Unfortunately, I have not got the result back that one taught. One under the condition of hair loss will always confuse if you are to talk my hair prior to the person. So if one will talk mine, they are the own. They own. You are own. You fall under the ownership of not you. And the theories that can then generate from that, they are endless. My hair's mine. My hair's mine. God, you have to get to the point quicker than anyone other can. My hair. So you will always confuse at that very particular talk because you ain't got any. So then how would you need to put yourself back in? You need to consider that you have it. Not easy when you ain't got it. My hair can also mean the one that will own you because they are parts of some relation in inheritance. But it does not relate to all situations. The situations are independent. They are, one will know the cause, others wouldn't. But why one would not think of my hair, you will just think my skull. You will lose the thought of my for you. You are one, you will portray selfish, selfless, or not the balance that ones around you would want. One or the other, it reverses. The emotions inside you go out, or you won't have the emotion at all. Where's the balance and what's the reason for it? What does that cause? Balance comes. We just cannot deny talks that will sound strict. We won't want to know that we're any minuses. We want to know that we are factors that help in the world. We want to know factors that we are not on the villain side, that we are part of the good way you are. We can't cruel it, we can't mean. Or we would want to cruel, we would want to, the balance, my friends, the balance, madam, the balance for the ones that would follow a gender outside of Saint Madame. Would gender neutrality not allow you to put yourself under a machine? Well, I'd have to prove that it was metal framework. Why would you have to prove it? I thought it was free. I want to be made of iron. Iron cast. That sounds hard. Typical lad. So why would one not get to the point of my hair fast? And you'd have to then look at the hairs sounds around. My hair will sound like her. My her, the part of the land that one was. hair and hair are very closely related in talks. Hair and in relations to inheritance. My hair, you are to take over my position, you are to take over the car chair where one was. Because you are the heir. In my case, you are the heir to the surname. Not of any particular surname in the past, the surname related to moi. I'm not the heir to Muhammad Ali. Guy. That's hard work. Any other Alis that are popular in the world? Sure. They are popular in one part of the world, maybe not in the same popularity outside of said world. It's there. You are in the West, not you. You are in the West, the West, the West, the West. There you are. Why would I talk in riddles? Due to having to get the full results. You know, it's the reflection behind you. Do you photo the scalp that you are with? You wouldn't, because you won't like it. You won't like it because it's not got the hair that was present. Because you won't like it, you won't put it in a photo. It's all to do with why you won't like what you are, because you know that's not you, because you know that it's not what it is. You are not who you are. Anyways. So you may not sense it, but any cameras or reflections around where you where you are. Okay. Stalkers, cults, ones that you won't know, but they have the eye on you for 22 hours. The other 2 hours one wouldn't know. Wherever you are, because they think that they own you. They assume that you are owned. Think, consume are two words to giggle at. They are not important. They are always in the subject of my mind. In order to cut the thief, you will understand that what you are with, what you own, whether it's on credit, the thief will always assume that they own what you are with. It's mine, it's mine, that becomes an auto sense in. So in my case, the hair was under theft. It will sound like a comedy from another sense. You cannot avoid certain jokes. You have not falsed that because daddy had cancer and may have lost hair, that you then applied the shaver to do what they were to do there. Or in a drama of a past where you could have influenced you to do that. And put a pretense, that's what one really did. It wasn't a condition, one wasn't once ill. One wanted to turn to doc. It was part of the studies, part of the learn. But then if you have a condition, what you gonna do for her, him, for anyone that will follow the own gender that they would want, what you going to do for them? Tell. Whether there's a doc under the condition that will fall under not potent to a particular section, because that's what they will understand. They would want you to fall under ill because you would not like back. You would not give the owner of you. You would give it to Pa. You would give it to Ma, me, Mom. You would not give it to anyone other than the immediates that are present where you were. And in that particular concern, you fall under your patient. You have undead mental health since the duration of the condition of the hair to fall down. You are a criminal. You are a criminal because you fail to like what that one was. You would not understand that they own that you are, that you would not understand own. You would not understand, assume, the think, the thoughts that you are own. That's a part of the life. There are particular talks they belong to. They are part of a particular walk talk. They are part of a particular. They are part of talk. Here, that's why they are not part of the second. Due to them not being a part of the second, they are then worse to joke at, mock at. They are talks of here. They are not talks of there. You are then under the locks, and you are then under the zounds, the chains, the rooms, because you will not present you back to the one that will try to put down the reference that they are the mom when they know. The one that will take over, the one that's mommy. Social worker can read the script, can put under the script, but a social worker must act in particular work then. Social workers would have compassion, empathy. They will care for not only the diet, but they will care for the sleep. They won't want to own you. That's one would hope them. Sorry to any lives that work in the social health sector. What's the talk that you get out there? The one that will try to get health of you. My body, my health. Two talks that are for you only, and a condition to rip every single strand inside of the presence of the roots of the skin and the scalp, because you are owned. You are part of ownership. You just did not know. There are relations everywhere to talk and put all in that particular punish. They deserve it because they did not like me on that very year then. Whether it's a punish of you, it's a punish of you. It's a punish to the media because they will not give you you. The references are to turn around. You cannot have your mind, you cannot have your now. Allow the captain was on the quiet. They never talked of what they really did. For the duration of life, one has understood later that they were always versus him. All the secrets in have not yet present. They have not got to me in full. And you hide and lie, thieves, criminals, breakers of the law. Break and enters, you fall to the very floor. On the ground, they will tell you in a particular site, freeze might, goodbye. Well, then it's talk of mates, it's a talk of pal. They would not understand that particular, they would not understand the second talk. A second talk to said because they will not hear from the duration since. They even used the doc. I will cause it and I will hand it later that it was him. Did they use a doc? You would guess that. Can the doc really cause that? If they own the body, yes. The route to own the body was to get the doc involved. I'm sorry, it's a true story. The doc owns the health, the body of said life. We get the doc. We get the files. Good night. And then we can do what we want because we own it. It's part of a surname. It's a part of the elemental words. It's a part of the elder world. What have you not understood? You are under witches with broomsticks and canes in a circle with a pot. The past punish was rope 'em, put 'em in the dock, burn 'em in full. Set the fire and guarantee that they could not harm you later or harm anyone. Here, there, or anywhere in the world. They are a cost to society, to the communities. They are ones that only harm, hurt, hit. They are not safe lives. I guarantee you keep. You keep away. And that's the important talk to get to. Yeah. There are. Why I would talk important talks? Because they would want to turn them into mockery. That's the one that has been handed that I must not go near, to move away and to keep my meters, miles. And then to mock it, to joke it, what can one do? Find a result and question anywhere where one's to. They are parts of proceeds that were not to do with me. They have put them on me for what purpose, what motive, what intent. Finances, yes, finances. Even though one has had to learn later that that was the purpose and motive intent, and add to second purposes, intents and motives, and then second intents and motives and purposes, and then it just continues. And then you want to put your head through. Maybe the window will help calm the skull down. It's a heal factor to put it through the window rather than think that's all. Or in the pool, sorry. That sounds safer, yes. Sorry, all. People those around you safe. So even meters that may fall under need, or in meters with you, then and even meters with you then, So you can understand why one would not want the talks of the past and them put in the present. One has gone to the learn of a particular condition and learnt that one just did not want to talk the talks of the past at all. In fact, not know the life at all. But you will still find roots and acts that will relate, what one can influence, where one can talk, where one can put all the minuses, give all inside answers in full. They will hear the life out, they have plenty of stories, but then you would want to go to that, well, one's not part of the stories. So what can you do? It's hatred versus you, whether you like it or not. You've just got to understand that fact. You have not personal in you, but personal via. So how would you control it? You just got to understand the insults. You just got to take care of what's not physical. Any meters near. mistakes word forward. It's not a good idea. We live in the world of assaults. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The influence is on. One are likely to fall under. Not influences in reality, influences of character. But then you will put the memory. Well, would one know all the crimes that present now? In reality, laws very strict. That does one follow the law fully? There's not anything that I have broken at all anywhere, have we? And if it's cameras around you, then even if you have talked louder than a certain millihertz, then my friend, you are in the talk louder than one should. So what do? It's become complicated. Complicated from one route, but not complicated from two. So if one enters my account, that's all right. They have the presentation. They are in particular sections. They are good. They're a good stand. They're a person of the community. They are ones that scratch others' backs. Provide and supply all results. Guy. And you, because you have talked louder and there are cameras around, that means you would fall under, quite likely, more guilty of any concern. Complicates, doesn't it? Even worse than it did. A person that would even try for honesty, but honesty does not work, my friend. It's lies that you must live, life. It's crimes that you must follow. It's frauds that you must do. It's launders that you must think to. That's the life that you must understand. The rest of it, it's just not sense at all. What would you do then? So you must read and understand law. Well, you have now the need for solicitors. Ones that will tell you what breaks the law and what won't. So in the past, one would need solicitor unless one was to go to court. Now you would need one because you will need to answer every question wherever you have even talked. Okay. That's how complicated life turned to. Yes. Yes. One must clear the thoughts inside you. It will cause insane if you continue to hold answers inside you that you won't take out. It will cause mental. You will lose it. You will not have the control. You may talk more than one would want to, but would it clear you? Would it clear the thoughts inside you? Does it heal you? Do you become sane now? Do you remove any where you think, hey, I'm not in the like of my unstable. I can keep control of any reaction. I am a calm person. I can follow with politeness, with kindness, and patience without any situation. Guy. But it ain't real. Damn right, it ain't real. It's virtual. It's not real. Without any other life present with you, the purpose and the motive and the intent. You have not proven that it's martial arts. I mean, what are the results? When yes, that's a lot of sound. The insults are free, the compliments will cost. You will distract you with the compliment. The man, the man. Why insults always help more than compliments? Because it's a distraction. You'll think that you're in a sense of power, a sense of you are above the ground. The balance and the control and how to make yourself what you would want to turn yourself to. A personal balance. A life in the middle. Just won't take sides. Then you understand the particular work for. Particular. Then you understand a certain work. Then, no, not even that. Sit and watch. That's all. The dressing room was. They would not take the answer. That's a specific situation. Because the dressing room, the one that would always need it. A power. One was taller and would need it. It's part of the structure, part of the creation, part of nature, part of life, part of presence. They will need to prove to the community around the world that they were the big guy and you weren't. Hate. You just weren't. Guy. You have not understood the big guy's role. The big guy's taller. The big guy must look like they were harder. The big guy must look like they have the act. The big guy must have all the respect. The big guy must have all the tell. Guy. I stand above thee because one's got the height. A fool. Good night. Do you not understand what the big guy goes through? One does. That's not the point. So it's not just the structure and the build. You then have to understand what that will make. Well, if you think you're bigger, I think I need a head. Fly! Yes. That makes it more fun. Why? Well, you got the milk. I didn't. It becomes a burn inside. Jealousy. There are jealousies in you then. No, you didn't really like it then. Why did you drink it? Why did you not hold back when you took the milk? When you drank the milk, why did you not hold back then? Jealousies, opinions. Have you got it? The results will calculate, the statistics will tell. And the findings are, ma'am, sir, hell. Oh dear. Some are to react like that. It's not the fault. They are not to understand any patience, calmness. They will have to just talk. Okay. Sounds emotional, but dramatic and go to hell. Oh dear. So when one's told go to hell, where would you have to go? Some lives can find a night out. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. So you can't go to hell in that respect. You can't do that. You can't. What can you do then? Go to hell. So if one was to go to hell, Well, I'm not particularly. Well, yes, you have failed to understand sensitive factors still. Then, well, the route to go to hell will mean that you would hurt you and the life that you are in, commit suicide, and that will send you straight then. So when you tell oneself go to hell, you would not want myself to do that, yes? So what are the other routes to hell? Where's hell? Please tell. Where are the directions and locations, parts of the coordinates? And we are in the electronic world. You must understand it from the electronical. Bleh. Electronical screens will tell you where hell is. Have you located it on the map? Hell. It may form part of a town or location somewhere. Have you done that? Have you put that under the internet? Have you put that under the internet? Have you put that under the popular internet tool? When you put one representative for we, what will that do? You have to retain the same character because that's what someone used to. It's the personality and life that they really are. You talk like that outside, yes. Oh, coil. Well, if you talk like that here, why would you not talk like that outside? Why would you control certain words? Why? I'm sick of it. What can you do? Until we get the results with the full learns, we are to talk in the same manner until we get done. Our route to ruin. Law, crime, was to put individual sections under some form of unclean. So when one's to confess, that would relate to, I am going to use a reference to adult videos in the past. Confessions of a window cleaner, was it? Etc. etc. Certain talks will fall under unclean for certain individuals, not because of what the video was, but then the use of particular of the certain talk that will get one caught. In other words, portray the said individual under unclean and similar to the act of adult video. Then, it's a tactic. Yes. All the newspapers one would read, they are part. You would put down unclean if you were to read one newspaper and not a second. Or it's a part of a character, it's part of what you would pick, who you are and what you would do then. Each life has its own individual taste. But if you were to file under a certain section, whether it's education, whether it's work, whether it's life, whether it's career, whatever it was, if you were to fall under a section that you were ain't, it will cause unclean thoughts, or it will make it look like, it will make it sound like that you are then someone that you just weren't. The daddy taught one how to do that, because that's what that daddy does. They like to find all the unclean roots because that's the tactics that work for said life since. Okay. If it's me that you're gonna cut, I'm gonna find out what you would want to find out. No, it's not that. I'm gonna find out what relation can take you down. Or the thoughts of it, or not the thoughts of it, or whatever it was. How to create thoughts, how not to create thoughts, or then put it under an act. You ain't hetero, pal. For the one that was. You ain't, no, you're home, you ain't home. You put yourself on the neutral, that means it's one of them then. Whew. In other words, try to make the life think that they ain't what they ain't. Whew. And how to do it. Whew. Whew. Cry. Put them in a clinic. Put them in a room. They are to only know the mirrors around. They are to look at the skull. They are to know no one other than me. They are in a zone. Solitary. Solitary. Because they deserve it, because they didn't like it. They deserve solitary because they won't like you. They are to only understand stones around. Guy. They are to remain in that virtual life until one will decide. They are placed under the locks, they are under the arrests, they will use all the threats. They are to stay where they weren't. And that was in the society of the condition that was here. Grow was the talk that bordered on chemical intakes, and that's why one could not talk it out. Guy. We know what growth means. Guy. You was held to a condition that if you would want to have the hairs back, then you would have to declare it to the world of what it really was. That. One that was like horror stories. Ghost in behind you without you to know that. They would always have the talk of the daddy, the elder to daddy, the elder to own. What can you do? The daddy needs to go back home.